what's going on, everybody? I just want to do a story time with you. I'm outside because I'm currently at my work site. My dogs are back there. They're actually going to behave for this video. But I wanted to do a story time with you guys on this situation that happened about, I say it was about 3 years ago. I was in this relationship and it was real abusive, and I was at the point where I wanted to leave, and we got into this big fight, and I was trying to leave, but they wouldn't let me. Like, literally would not let me leave. So I was sitting on the couch, and they were sitting next to me, and every time I tried to go for the door, they would knock me down. Instead, if I tried to leave, that they would find me and they would kill me. So eventually this person, they passed out because they were drunk. Well, once they passed out, I left. And I ran down to the nearest store and I called the police and let them know what had happened and that I needed help because I was all beat up. So then the police show up, then they take me to this apartment where this person was passed out, and they go up there and they take them to jail because I have all of the physical appearance of getting abused. And the officer, mind you, it's already like 6 o'clock in the morning because I stayed up all night waiting for that person to pass out. And it's already early in the morning and I'm really tired. And the officer offers me a ride home. So I said, yeah, I need a ride home. And whenever we proceeded to drive away from this apartment, and I gave him the address to my parents' house, and I fall asleep. He puts the address, I see him put the address in his navigation. So then I fall asleep, and I was thinking he's gonna wake me up once we get there. And then I wake up and I noticed, now if you know Oklahoma City and you know Moore and you know Edmond, and towards Edmond area, like in that direction, is this amusement park called Frontier City. Now Moore is actually the opposite direction of Frontier City. Well, the officer proceeded to take me towards Frontier City, which is the opposite of my parents' house. And I wake up and I'm looking around and I'm thinking, where are we going? I said, this isn't the right direction. And he didn't say nothing. Then I started getting scared. And I could feel my heart racing, and I was thinking, is this officer really trying to kidnap me right now? So then I get on my phone, which is dead, but I pretended to be on the phone with one of my relatives. And I got on the phone and I was telling them, hey, yeah, I'm almost there. I said, the officer took the wrong exit. And then right when I said that, there was an exit coming up. He took that one and he drifted off, and we got off. We were turning back around. We were looping back around to go to more. And I just proceeded to pretend like I'm talking on the phone. And I was like, yep. He turned around. Yeah, we're going the right way now. And I said, did you want the address again to put into your navigation? Maybe you got it wrong. And he said, yeah. Can you please give me the address again? So I give it to him, and it's telling him now which way to go. But in that moment, I was so scared that I had no idea where he was trying to take me. And good thing I woke up. Good thing I woke up. When I got home, to my parents' house, my oldest daughter was sitting outside. And at this time, she's 17. And I had no idea why she was sitting outside, but I was happy that she was, because it just showed the officer that people did care about me, and people were wondering where I was, and people were waiting for me. And when I think about that, and I prayed, and I was so scared, like my hands were shaking, my knees were shaking, because you're in a police car, there's no way to get out of that. But I believed that Tunkashila was looking out for me and protected me and got me home that day. And I am very thankful for that. Well, I was thinking about this because yesterday I had drove to Pine Ridge and I picked up this girl. She was hitchhiking with a duffel bag. Mind you, whenever I picked her up, I asked her what her name is, and I introduced myself. And I said, you look young to be hitchhiking. What's going on? And she said, well, I just got kicked out. My grandma kicked me out. And she was hitchhiking to her brother's house. Now, to me, that was very, frustrating to hear, because of all of the Native women that are gone missing these days. And I was more upset with the grandma and why she would kick out her grandkid, who was so young. She didn't seem to be intoxicated or on any drugs or anything, and she wanted to get dropped off at the gas station, and she was going to be staying at her brother's house. No, after she got off, I just told her to be safe, not to be hitchhiking, and that I was very upset with whoever her grandma was. No matter what the situation is, no teenager should be kicked out and literally have to walk miles from one town to the next. Where she was coming from and where she was going was about, I would say, 10 miles. That is way too far, and especially on a highway. it just reminded me of that whole situation, and more like triggered the situation that happened with me with the police officer. Now you think you would be safe with police and everything that they're doing these days. I have yet to meet a good police officer. One that's actually there to do his job. One that's actually there for us, for the people. But yeah, I just wanted to do that quick story time with you guys. Dope shot.